fantasy, I call it hyper paradise. Check your Fahrenheit's, fixated, paralyzed. Always lucky cause I fixed the freaking paradise. Waited in my favor, I ain't waiting up for later.
My creative fighter putting out choke mastery videos, just trying to get used to the game before I start doing online mode, getting used to where the submissions are, how to do them, about how many transitions I need before I do them, things like that. You know, I've been really dialing it in. I just want to share my progress with you guys. So we're going to start with guillotines, because guillotines seem to be like one of the main threats that I've been using, you know, aside from like my head and arm choke, and I've really been starting to get into the anaconda a little bit too. And then I'm gonna probably branch into the back further down in my career mode, start getting deeper into the clinch. But right now, some simple and quick easy wins can come from stuff like this. So most of you guys are going to be orthodox, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to that. So when I get in this close in range, what you want to do is you want to use your jab hand, initiate the clinch. Now from here, you have to be careful. You can't start moving around in the clinch after you do this. Like me, like once I start moving, I'm making it harder on myself, and I'm making it a little bit easier for my partner to start denying me simple transitions. So I do this pretty quickly. So I initiate the clinch. What you're gonna do following that is you're gonna throw a knee. So if you guys don't know how to transition in the clinch yet, here's a little small tip that you can have. You'll throw the knee, boom. From there, see how I transition to my Muay Thai clinch? Now I can go into the standing guillotine. You guys can look up the button combination for this. It's really just L2, R1, and you're gonna press square. From here, I get to make a choice. I'm not gonna play the mini game, but you can do a standing guillotine here, or get back into it. Hopefully I don't rock them. Let me wait a second. There we go. So I get here, do it again, and then what I choose to do most of the time is I go ahead and drop here. That way, because I was using a submission fighter, I can go ahead and be on the ground as opposed to standing up. See, it just puts me in basically half guard. I switch to full guard, start working yo shit. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much he can do. So when you practice that, you want to be in the inert, right? You don't want the computer doing anything while you're practicing this one, because it gets hectic and you need to learn how to do it first. So like I said, I'm gonna initiate the clinch. From here you throw a knee, then I switch to the front headlock like this. From there I usually jump, which is circle for me. It's away from my jab hand. I'm not gonna play the mini game, I'm just gonna let it speed up so I can show you guys the rest. So from here, the other thing you guys can do is you can start practicing the reversal. So when people try to do a double leg, you have to do the guillotine off of that. So what you have to do, you have to change the settings to practice it. You need to go to your settings, change it to basic ground game, and make sure your AI takedown behavior is drive to cage. That way you get a little bit more time to react, and you can start really practicing the takedowns, the counter and the takedowns with the guillotine. Because when it's just like he hits and it's boom, like most of the time you're gonna do it wrong, and you're gonna be like, why can't I do it? This allows you to manipulate the computer to give you a little more time, so till you get used to it and you're like, oh, I can do that. So look, you resume the practice. From here, I'm already pre-doing the guillotine reversal. Yeah. Oh, what? There we go. What? Give me 1 second. I was doing it the whole time. Waiting on him to shoot. Let me throw a jab or something. Come on. There we go. And it's locked. So that's what I have to cage, so that the takedown lasts a little bit longer until your hands get used to clicking the buttons. So what you guys are gonna do is give me 1 second, let me just resume this like this. What you guys are gonna do is you're gonna press L2, R2, and L1. And you can read that in the guillotine description, but I promise you, what you have to do is you have to time it just like you're doing your normal takedown defense, but you have to like predict that somebody is going to shoot at you. So in mini games, when you're really upgrading your guillotine like I was, and the mini games when you're doing your creative fighter, and you know the computer has to shoot in whatever, like you're doing wrestling training or jiu-jitsu training, stuff like that, you know he has to shoot. Once you're done with the objective, work on your guillotine. It's so simple. All you gotta do is just hold it. You hold the combination. It's L2, R2, L1. You hold it. The computer's gonna shoot because you're in that game mode, and you're gonna automatically lock the front headlock position. Then you choose standing or you jump, standing or you jump. Sometimes he'll take you straight down and you'll land in it anyway. But there's sometimes it creates that little animation like you just saw me do, and you have to choose in the middle of it. So he'll drive you, you'll hit front headlock, he'll stop, and then you choose quickly. Don't wait. You saw like I jumped because I'm used to it. I'm like, oh shit, jump. But like it can catch you off guard if you're not watching the in-between animations. They're like little mini animations that you just have to catch up to. The other thing that helped me out when I was doing it, I'm gonna show you guys this one, is you go to basic ground game, start initial ground position is full guard, and then you put the blue corner fighter in the top, and if you're the red corner fighter, and vice versa. This helps you with denials into the full guard guillotine, which I used a lot. So I usually do 2 denials and then I attack. Don't even look at the circle, look directly at you guys' body. Throw some elbows if he's giving you trouble. Like if he looks like he doesn't want to transition, throw something at him. He'll do it. So I want to make him give me 2 transitions. One, give me one more. Give me one more. 2. And then I start. Boom. See, look at his stamina in comparison to my stamina. It's perfect. It's perfect. I could probably start late and still catch up to him. I don't know. Like, I was like, I don't know. But it's like, you want that type of stamina. Like, he's half stamina, I'm full stamina. You want that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? If he don't want to move, bust him with an elbow. He'll move eventually. Bust him. Bust him again. Make him move. Then I start. Immediate. I want to do 2 denials. Then I want to go directly into the mini game. That should give you enough stamina, even if you're at 3-star guillotines like I was for a minute, and that'll go ahead and make it a lot easier for you to finish, because you know your counter is going to queue up, things of that nature, to get you ahead in the submission anyway. So that's like little tips and tricks I was using to really push my guillotine to 5 stars in my career mode. Other than that, I'm probably gonna make some other videos. Definitely gonna make some other videos on like leg locks, arm locks, doing on unorthodox submissions like the Peruvian neckties, the Japanese neckties, the twisters, stuff like that. But guillotines were the first thing I went for. Guillotines and rear naked chokes. That's how I wanted to build my creative fighter, because that's pretty much gonna be, you know, those hard fast submissions that I'm gonna need when I start going into online play. You're gonna have to counter takedowns, and that's how you're gonna do it. You're gonna have to know that this guy wants to take you down and counter with the guillotine and be a better submission artist than him. Or if he likes to clinch a lot, you need to practice the first one a lot. Like, you need to practice getting into the clinch, being comfortable, throwing a knee, understanding the micro transition of being in a Muay Thai clinch, and then moving to another micro transition, which is the front headlock. You need to understand all three of those. And then I prefer to jump. I don't know what y'all want to do. You guys might want to do something else. I prefer to jump. That way I'm already on the ground. I know I'm gonna be better than him on the ground. And if he has a striker, I don't want to be stand up striking with Conor McGregor. Alright? You'll get knocked out. And just understanding basic full guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, full guard and mount are like some of the most basic. Like, there's not many transitions off of it. He's not gonna counter transition your full guard for the most part. You know what I'm saying? He might throw like a leg lock, or he might posture, but for the most part you're safe. Just like mount. Like, mount has a couple counter transitions to it that you don't really want to be caught up in, but for the most part it's either left or right. He's trying to push you up. Those are pretty big animations that you can see coming. You know what I'm saying? You can watch for those, and it won't be much of a surprise. It's pretty limited. Like, I feel like they have the biggest animations, and you need to get real comfortable there. So my guillotine is what I go to. I don't even have to think. I know exactly where it is on the submission list, like, because I've done it so many times. But you guys need to perfect those three: full guard guillotine, standing guillotine, and countering the double leg, single leg guillotine. And so, like I said, sometimes you'll fall directly into the transition and it'll start the submission chain, and sometimes it'll pause in front headlock and you have to counter right there. You have to pick, like, do I want to do standing or I want to jump? I'm jumping just out of reflex, but you guys can do whatever. Like I said, have fun, guys. I really hope this video helped you. Peace.